I was really surprised to learn that according to a poll recently conducted by Barna Group, at least 1 out of 5 Americans would consider me a religious extremist because of what I wear on my head. Okay, I'm really not interested in talking right now about head coverings. You can check out an article my friend Noran wrote about that, which is linked below in the video description. But the results of the study were surprising, at least to me. It shows that to many Americans, religious practices and beliefs that were considered normal a generation or two ago are now lumped together with terroristic violence. For instance, a majority of Americans think it is very to somewhat extreme to preach a religious message in a public place, teach your children basic moral values, or even protest government policies that conflict with their religion. Very, very uncool. When you call someone an extremist, you're saying they are so far removed from what's normal and ordinary that they are at best not good for society and at worst a threat. Help! How did this happen? Well, obviously, norms of behavior have changed pretty radically in the past few decades due to secularization. As our culture modernizes and rationalizes, religion, which, by the way, one of our founding fathers, James Madison, called the duty we owe our Creator, doesn't seem logical anymore and even seems extreme to a growing cohort. That's something I think every American needs to be concerned about. We've gotten to a place where people who want to live out their faith in the public square and who try to live according to their conscience are marginalized and seen as backward and bigoted. That's silly, and it's also dangerous. Now, on the one hand, the fact that Christianity is no longer mainstream is a good thing. We should never have been conforming to the world in the first place. If we take the Word of God seriously, it means a radical transformation of our lives. It means recognizing that there is such a thing as sin, and the moral relativism which everyone's rushing to embrace is deeply flawed and ultimately damaging to human dignity. That's on the one hand. On the other, I think that no matter what we believe or don't believe, we can still live side by side and care for one another as human beings without name-calling. And it's my hope that in my encounters with others, I'm a witness to the fact that a life transformed by Christ is not a scary extreme, and maybe even something to be desired.
Wait, do I really look like an extremist? For real? Please leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe.